So, God bless everyone. So, let's see. I know I told you all about something that happened to me, and I'm very, very excited to share because God is just awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, it's like, what can I say? God is awesome. Like, my God is awesome. He can move mountains, keep me in the valley, hide me from the rain. My God is awesome. Like, what can I say? Okay, so I know quite a few of you have actually said you wanted to see the video, and I figure, you know what? Yeah, let me just tell what happened to me because God just I don't even know what to say. Like, God just keeps you speechless. At least He does for me. So I'm gonna tell you what happened to me and how He blessed me. Let me start by saying that all the background noise, don't pay it any mind. Just the family going on and doing their normal thing. Okay, so here goes. As you can see, my wall scripture is Proverbs 3 5 through 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. Whew. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Okay, so last week, um, I was on vacation, and Dave and I went to Florida for our anniversary. He surprised me with a trip to Florida for my anniversary because I was dying to go to Holy Land, which I call Jesus Christ theme park. Either way, we went to Holy Land and I was totally blessed. We were blessed, totally blown away. Um, and I knew it was more to come. God had so much more in store. Um, we came home Thursday, got ready Friday to go to Pennsylvania because we were going with my kids and Dave's mom to see Moses in Sight and Sound in Lancaster, PA. Either way, in Florida, as I was sitting through the last show in Holy Land, the Passion, I literally felt myself getting sick. I was a little sick, came home, didn't feel so bad. Friday, before we were supposed to leave, I was sick as a dog, so sick that Dave actually said maybe I should stay home. But I was like, no, I was going to see Moses. I was going to finish off my blessed week. So we are coming back home on Saturday, and Dave started to have pain in his leg. And he said it was a pain he hadn't felt for a while, and it was actually in his driving leg. And even though I was sick, he might need me to drive. So I said, you know what? I feel a little better, not much, but a little better. But I think I can drive. And if I start to feel any sicker, then I'll pull over and we can kind of switch, or we'll figure it out. So either way, everyone knows that wherever I go, I love Wally World, and I have to go to Wally World wherever we are. For those of you that don't know what Wally World is, it's Walmart. So we're leaving Walmart, and it's starting to rain a little. And I was joking around and telling Dave's mom that every vacation we've ever had, at the end, it's always signified with rain, and normally I'm driving. So it started to you started to see lightning. And Dave's mom does not like lightning. So she was kind of saying how if it were her, she doesn't know if she could drive in the lightning, and the rain and everything. And that she was nervous. So Dave basically told her, well, normally in a storm, if you pull over, you're at a standstill, you're stagnant, you're not moving forward. So fast forward to me driving. So I'm driving, and it's raining, and all of a sudden the rain starts to come down heavier. And I'm like, okay, God, I don't feel well. You have me driving. It's starting to rain like crazy. I mean, torrential downpours. Anything more, and I would have probably been in a hurricane. I mean, it was bad. You couldn't see in front of you, and something inside of me just couldn't stop driving. So I went and I continued driving, and I said, you know what, Lord, you put me at this wheel, and I am responsible for not just my life, but for the people in the car with me. My husband, my children, my mother-in-law. And I said, Lord, I'm trusting on you to just get me through this period of rain, about 10, 15 minutes. So the Lord spoke to me, and it was in a form of a conversation that I was having with my pastor. And the Lord said, I need you to get in the middle lane. I need you to get in the middle lane, and I need you to stay there. If you're trusting me, you'll do what I say. So I got in the middle lane, and I'm just driving. All of a sudden, I see just trucks and cars just speeding past me on either side. It's a 3-lane highway, just speeding past me. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm praying to God, and I'm like, God, this is horrible. Like, this rain is ridiculous. But he said, stay in this middle lane. He said, this middle lane is the narrow path. And as long as you stay on this path, I will take care of you. As long as you trust me and stay on this path. He says, you see these people speeding past you? He said, all of these people are going on their own. They're not trusting me. They don't know me. So I need you to stay on this path. So I said, okay, God, I asked for your help. I said I was going to trust you. I'm going to stay. So I'm driving along, and there are lights in front of me, and the lights are flashing lights of a truck and a car that are going slow because it's raining so badly. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, so now I can kind of use them as a guide. The Lord said, those lights, that's man. And man will not always lead you on the right path. Sometimes, even though he's walking the path with you, he'll kind of veer off to the side. And the Lord said, look down. And I looked down on the ground, and I saw the white lines of the highway. And he said, look up. And as I looked up, I realized that the car that was in front of me was kind of off to the side. And I said, God, I see. I understand. Man will lead you off the path that you were supposed to be on. So I continue to drive. And it's dark. And all of a sudden, I'm like, Lord, I can't see the lines. I can't see anything. All of a sudden, he lit up the sky. And I saw the lines, and I saw that he still had me in the middle lane. So I drive some more, and the cars are constantly whipping past me, whipping past me. And part of me is like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Lord, I'm trusting in you. I'm trusting you. I don't want to lose faith. Please help my unbelief, Lord. Please, I want to continue to trust you. I'm going to continue to trust you that you are going to get me through this storm. And I said, I can't see. I can't see the lines. But again, something in me just wouldn't allow me to pull over to the side of the road. And the Lord said, you know, sometimes I put people in your path to kind of light the way for you. And then all of a sudden, 2 cars went by at the same time on either side. And their headlights lit the road ahead of me, and I saw that I was still in the line, still on the path that the Lord told me to stay on. I'm driving and I'm going, and I'm like, Lord, I'm tired. My head is hurting now. My neck is hurting. My back is starting to hurt. And I said, Lord, I'm tired. I just want to pull over. And God said, you're tired, but I need you to keep going. So I'm driving, and I'm like, Lord, if I can just get to some light, a part of the highway that's well lit, then I can see. I know you've got me, but if I can just get to some light on the highway, and all of a sudden, I come to a part of the highway, and it's lit. And the rain is, I mean, through all this, the rain is just pounding, pounding. You can't see anything. And the light from the highway is shining on me. And the light from the cars on the other side of the highway that are coming in the opposite direction flash. And I can't see. And the Lord said, see, not all light is good light. Sometimes I need you to be in the darkness so you can see the light that I have for you. Because even in darkness, I'm there. Now I need you to look down. So I looked down to the right-hand side of the road where it was dark. And I could see the white line of the highway. And saw that I was still in the path that God had put me in. Then again, it got dark. And I said, Lord, if I can just pull over, just for a minute. And he played Dave's voice in my head. And he said, if you stop in the storm, you won't progress. You'll be stagnant. You won't move forward. And I said, Lord, I understand. So I kept driving. And again, the Lord just flashed lightning across the sky, and I was able to see for a brief moment. Then it got really, really dark. And I said, Lord, I can't see. I can't see the lane. I know I'm not supposed to stop. I can't see. And the Lord said, didn't I give you the discernment to know that you are on the right path? You have the discernment. It's there. I've taken care of you this far. I'm not going to leave, but you have the discernment. I'm going to show you. And lightning flashed, and behold, I was still in between the lines. And the Lord said, when you come up out of a storm, the enemy is going to be there waiting to take away what I've given you. And he says, I need you to slow down. The storm was over, and we were in this storm for an hour and a half. The rains did not let up. When it finally did, the Lord said, I need you to slow down, and I need you to move over. And as I slowed down, I saw an accident in the road. People's wheels from their car were in the road. And as I moved over, I realized it was a second accident. When we got home, we got stuck in the elevator, and the firefighters came and got us out. And the Lord said, the same way I brought you through this storm, literally, is the same way I bring you through spiritual storms. All you have to do is trust me. Proverbs 3, 5, 6. God bless you all.